Oh, hello, friends. It's great to see you. What a wonderful fantasy football season that we just completed. I invited you here to my home to tell you all something very special and recognize each and every one of you. But before I start this berating rant, or I destroy your morale and make you question your every fantasy football past, present, and future, please know that I hold no ill will towards you. I mean, how could a God have any hate for his creation? I love each and every one of you, and I need you just as much as you need me. So please continue to worship me as your one true fantasy football God. And without further ado, I will start this magical story. It all started in 2002, in high school, our senior year, where a collaboration of friendship and football kickstarted a wonderful fantasy football adventure with the big time theme name behind it. Big time fantasy football may have started in Miss O'Brien's computer class as a friendly, childish game, but since has turned into a cutthroat trial to greatness with mass superiority for the victor and nightmares enforced by the wheel of punishment for the losers. Over the years, we have lost a few members. Those that have put family above social ridicule and careers before skillful attention to imaginary numbers created by grown men playing a meaningless game. But fuck them. Those are quitters. For every loss of an old member, we gained a more competitive recruit that increased the standard of competition. As much as I am proud of this league, as a 2016 champion and the next year's commissioner, I would not be doing my due diligence in making you all better without a constructive criticism to each of you and why you continue to fail against me. Gerald, I respect your vision that you could create a super team if you could only gather enough wins with replacements to cover until the value draft picks got out of prison and rehab. The one thing you didn't account for was injuries. I don't blame you though. In the 5 previous years, you have never had to overcome any kind of adversity. So why would it be any different now? After all, fantasy football is easy, you said. Well, welcome to the big leagues, bitch. You went for the dunk and instead got a pile drive and teabagged. Tell Jenny not to bring that shit into my house. Josh, we need to talk. This is the perfect opportunity to point out the elephant in the room. Your racist backlash this year has shed an entire new light on the real emotional side that you have been hiding. The loss of Harambe really hit you hard, and we understand how you can get so frustrated at the rest of us when you suck so badly at fantasy football. But just remember, love is the answer, and we will always be here if you need a good cry. Tom, please everyone give a round of applause for Tom's team making the playoffs just barely. Finishing in 6th place with over 200 fantasy points less than Gerald's team that finished in 7th place. Wow, buddy, things really have changed. Your skill and determination used to be so grand. Now I'm embarrassed for you. You did so much crying and complaining this year that I spotted your mom around town asking for you so she could shove you back into her womb for your protection. And lastly, Thomas, your fantasy football team name at the beginning of this year sucked. Get it together, man. Chase. Great win, buddy. Great win. Bill, you are the Forrest Gump of fantasy football. Unable to pronounce player names, drafting 2 kickers in a single-digit rounds. after someone tells you the first kicker was cut already, yet you continue to upset better teams. Someday, maybe you will graduate to a full Rain Man. Keep following your dreams, buddy. Cannon, Lady Luck's right-hand man. Your talent at spotting achievement and diminishing the existence of skill is brilliant. No one does it better. You can easily see any accomplishment in any situation and squash the positive idea of skill-based conclusion by giving all credit to your friend, Lady Luck. It's only a shame she does not grant you with as much help as she does the rest of us, because I didn't hear any recognition from you that was given to Lady Luck this year. To be honest with you, someone told me that your statements of luck identification come from a deep-seated jealousy of the other person's accomplishments. Don't worry, I shut them up. No one should be jealous of my historic 6 championship match appearances, 3 championship titles, or the fact that I've never played in the toilet bowl or missed the playoffs in the last 10 years. As you have so kindly pointed out, I owe that all to Miss Luck, and I am so grateful for everything she has given me. B-Man and JT, the grammar Nazis. If you two would concentrate more on your fantasy football lineups and less on bro slapping each other's dicks over the correct use of your and you are, maybe you would actually be competitive in this league. If I hear about either of your higher education rants again, I'm seriously going to tell everyone your secret of when you two double-teamed that toothless stripper on the party bus last year and then accidentally made eye contact during orgasm. So far, I've kept your little memoir hidden. Looney, the fact that you work at a bank with any form of numbers makes me question that financial institution's credibility. If you would have told me you aspired to be a Wall Street trader, I would have spit my scotch in your face because of my uncontrollable laughter. And if I was not drinking scotch, I would pour a glass and hand it to you to help comfort you in a future lifetime of depression. Your inability to see a trend or value is astonishing. But I want to wholeheartedly thank you for Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. I couldn't have done it without you, buddy. To all of you, my biggest fans, I want to make a promise. As commissioner, I pledge to keep this league's integrity intact and at all costs uphold the rules set forth by the big-time doctrine. And I promise to keep the trophy warm and cozy and never let it be lonely. The adventures we are going to have this offseason will be well documented, and I will make sure to keep you all up to date. I know the big question that you'll have right now. The answer is, of course, yes. We are going to have sex. After consoling with my wife, the only acceptable way to bring this inanimate male figurine trophy back into its one true home is through sweet, sweet lovemaking. So thank you all so much for a great fantasy football season. I look forward to your whining and complaining as I remind you all as often as possible who your league champion is. Cheers to a great offseason, and I look forward to seeing you all at Looney and Girls League Loser Punishments.